You hear them take me out. I love pussy. I love pussy. I mean, now I change. Pussy bring me come here, and pussy wanna take me back here.
Straight up.
I love pussy. I love pussy. Like the man that love God, and nobody not take him on. The one that love God, and nobody not take him on. But the moment I come out and say I love pussy, you hear them not take me on. I love pussy. I love pussy. I mean, now I change. Pussy bring me come here, and pussy wanna take me back here.
Straight up.
I love pussy. I love pussy. Like the man that love God, and nobody not take him on. The one that love God, and nobody not take him on. But the moment I come out and say I love pussy, you hear them not take me on. I love pussy. I love pussy. I mean, now I change. Pussy bring me come here, and pussy wanna take me back here.
Straight up.
I love pussy. I love pussy. Like the man that love God, and nobody not take him on. The one that love God, and nobody not take him on. But the moment I come out and say I love pussy, you hear them not take me on. I love pussy. I love pussy. I mean, now I change. Pussy bring me come here, and pussy wanna take me back here.
Straight up.
I love pussy. I love pussy. Like the man that love God, and nobody not take him on. The one that love God, and nobody not take him on. But the moment I come out and say I love pussy, you hear them not take me on. I love pussy. I love pussy. I mean, now I change. Pussy bring me come here, and pussy wanna take me back here.
Straight up.
I love pussy. I love pussy. Like the man that love God, and nobody not take him on. The one that love God, and nobody not take him on. But the moment I come out and say I love pussy, you hear them not take me on. I love pussy. I love pussy. I mean, now I change. Pussy bring me come here, and pussy wanna take me back here.
Straight up.
I love pussy. I love pussy. Like the man that love God, and nobody not take him on. The one that love God, and nobody not take him on. But the moment I come out and say I love pussy, you hear them not take me on. I love pussy. I love pussy. I mean, now I change. Pussy bring me come here, and pussy wanna take me back here.
Straight up.
I love pussy.
Gentle people.
I love pussy. Like
Gentle
the man that
people.
love God, and nobody not take him on. The one that love God, and nobody not take him on.
Wanna see why this man I fear rat. Good morning to you, my viewers.
Now I change. Pussy bring me come here, and pussy wanna take me back here.
Good morning to you. Once again. It's another glorious morning. I gather where you are, you may feeling the chilliness. It's good to have this sort of a weather after such terrible summer earlier on. We complained about the heat and all of that. We give thanks now for the cooler temperature passing through. We understand that some place get some showers and crops has been destroyed again. But what do we expect? Whether you want to believe it or not, the Almighty God is not pleased with us Jamaicans because of the route we are taking. Yes, because of the things we are doing. Yes, Jamaica is not, the Creator is not pleased with us, and there is no question asked. And the thing that bothers me too, we are reasoning this morning. The thing that bothers me too is that whosoever is doing it know it. The leaders know it. Right? The leaders them know it. Right? But Jamaica reached to a point now where desperation steps in. Right? Some desperately want to stay in power, and you have the other side want to get into power, and you have an entity out there with their bag of cash, right, ready to buy Jamaica, who willing to sell it. Yes, you have a group of people that are well known all over the globe with their enormous amount of cash, none of fenke amount of cash, ready to buy Jamaica by any one of these two political parties showing more inclination of adhering to their proposal and request. That's where they are gonna throw their strength of money, and that party will win the elections. It's a desperation period we are in, and that's why you see all certain documents now being signed at this time. The date for the local government election, it cannot be told. Yes, as some things are happening undercover diplomatically, but I am like a Daniel. Yes, I'm seeing what is happening, right? I'm seeing what is happening behind the scene, and I was trying to tell you people, but uno curse me, uno ridicule me, uno say all kind of things about this boy, yeah. But who cares? I think me care. You know, you walk out there every day. Listen me. This is what I make you know every day. Every day. Me glad.
Straight up.
Me glad the day when Sylvia pushed me out. Yes? So that's the reason why. That's the reason.
The man that love God and nobody not take him on. The one that love God and nobody not take him on. But the moment I come out and say I love pussy, you hear them not take me on. I love pussy. I love pussy. I mean not change. Pussy bring me come here and pussy gonna take me back there.
Straight up.
I love pussy.
And honestly, like I'm doing this morning,
I love pussy.
it's not the first time I'm doing this. I know I'm teasing some people. Well, a reason this morning, you know. And I say, when we do that video, right? I tease some people, right? Yes. I make some people know, say, me know what I want. From way out of video, nearly 2-year-old, right? And me make them know, say, me see what I come, right? I saw what is coming. So at that point in time, I busy trying to bring the message out to the youths them. Tell them, say, you know, if you love pussy more than gun, right? Love pussy more than gang. Love pussy more than money, right? Right? Because at the end of the day, a pussy bring the whole and come here, the baddest a man, the richest a man, right? The man who may invent the money, the first man who make money, all Wall Street general them have to come out a pussy, right? Right? And we have some people, so them are Christian. Each time they hear me say so, right? And the worst thing me ever say, man, the worst thing happen. It is the Christian churches now are presiding over to the man and man wedding, I know the dance hall, I know the club, right? Right? I know the bad man. I married them. They come out of the religious circles, right? Right? And them first take me on. And them first take me on, right? When I started to declare the love for the place that I come from, my dear brothers and sisters, and a little bit me go under, right? And a little bit of persecution me bear just because me showing my love for the pussy, right? The pum pum, the vagina, or that I have said I've been marginalized, I've been diplomatically abused, I've been physically abused, I've been nonsensically abused because I stand on that precedence, right? Right? Yes, because I stand on, and that precedent is that I was seen 3 years down the road, knowing that Jamaica was going to come to this place of decision. You got to make a decision. Remember, they're targeting the younger generation. Yes, they're targeting the younger generation, Indeed. And the reason why they're targeting them, less experience. They are catering for them. Say, going to most business place and say they're having the senior citizen line again. I notice that. Going and look and say them not cut out senior citizen line. Senior citizen don't get no preference again. Going at the bus them and say if anybody respects senior citizens. Right? Right? If you have anybody in my age where sick, easier you go get some, you get one herbalist. But no 2 tools, send him in a hospital. Right? Him or her. Right? Once you are sure certain experience and can be around the youths them, and I gave them certain information of the true past, the true identity, right? Whom hell-bent in showing them the official intelligence, because the artificial intelligence is far different from the official intelligence. Right? The official intelligence has the raw truth of that is official. The artificial intelligence is the knockoff intelligence that they are bringing to the people. When me take out my ID, I mean show them it and see my ID and know say I found way back there song, right? Me know when people used to respect pussy, know the purpose, right? Me I come from the days when man know about stimulating the vagina, not brutalizing the vagina. Me I come from those days, right? Me know those days, right? Right? Until right up to the time now when I saw men think that the woman's vagina made by outer iron and steel and some room, ram, back, slam. So I realized that the world was changing from in the 70s and the 80s. I born in the 50s. And I realized that the world was changing. I realized things like TLC, the abbreviated tender loving care, was taking its own little time and disappearing. I realized that LOVE were taking its own little time going through the back door. And I sit here and I watch the deterioration of the morals of our people. And I watched as an undercover agent for God. They knew not whom I were, or else probably when I plan to get rid of me, I keep my mouth closed. I operated like a madman in the street. Right? So they don't detect me unless you were labeled, or let me say, you have the Holy Spirit. You have the discerning power to discern who I am. Right? Out of the Spirit, you would have never know who I am. And all know, if you don't have the right spirit, me and you not go agree. You go hate to see me. You go hate to hear my voice. If you don't have the spirit of truth, if you don't have that the spirit of cleanliness with you, the spirit of righteousness with you, I am going to be your worst nightmare. Yes. I'm going to be your worst nightmare. Right? Right? So just let me make you aware of that. So whenever time you heard me uttering certain things, right? Whenever time you heard me uttering certain things, definitely I know what I'm about, right? I know definitely what I am about, right? So, my dear brothers and sisters, my fellow Jamaicans, right? I want you to understand the position I am taking, why I'm so vociferous about the happenings of today, it is because I have seen it from many, many years coming. I can tell you about my journey from 2005 to now. Yes, I just decided to come forward. And I would want to take back that. The Spirit just allowed me to reveal myself unto the world, to let them know who I am. The same one that the Spirit have been have under disguise for many years. You saw him and you don't know him, just like the undercover. I was an undercover for God, right? Looking at the rich and looking at the poor, looking at the needy and looking at the destitute, right? And I was there watching them. You have some church that identified my spirit, so they run me out of them. Yeah. Yeah. They run me out of them when me enter them. They don't give me no forward. Right? They treated me harshly. A place as the church where love, peace, respect should be showing, I get some harsh treatment on some church. Not saying all of them. Right? I get some harsh treatment from some pastors. Not saying all of them. Right? Right? I said, I don't think I can say this too often. I was booted out of two church. One, a church, yes, itself, on Rosalie Avenue, a well-known church, church that's still in operation, right? I was booted out of a tent meeting at Marvell Park, that same place where you see fence up now, and they're turning it into a green area. A well-known prophet, as they said he are, were there having regular tent meeting, and I hold up a plaque and said, when he was there preaching, he was on the same topic that I am on today, right? He was teaching about the practices of Sodom and Gomorrah, right? And I love this preaching so much, right? Reverend Mark Stewart, good morning, wherever you are, right? Right? As a Manchesterians to a Manchesterians, we have to love your same way, my brother. Right? Right? Yeah. And when he was knocking the bucket right, knocking it right, everybody know that, you see them, you know, if I say those plaques on the wall, right? I printed Psalms, uplifting words, on all of that on them. And I have one that said, he that is truthful has many enemies and one friend, God only. A lot of you, if you are probably you see your granny with it in your house and you wonder, my phone number upon it, you can call me. All of them want to see there. My phone number upon them. You can call me and ask me if you don't think I lie, me I tell. Right? And when I hold up the plaque like this, with the words pointing to Mark Stewart under Rustum, the preacher, right? The bishop, the prophet. And I said, he read it, and then the next thing, just listen to my conversation and you will know what I think of religion. Right? The next thing, what I saw was Mark Stewart put down the mic and said, Papa Jesus, what is for me today? And he come down in to the middle of the church where I was standing with the plaque. And he grabbed the plaque from me and he tried to tear it. But it was laminated, so it couldn't tear. And he dipped his hands in my pants waist and dragged me straight through the tent. And the church sisters and affiliates lift up their chairs. The blood of Jesus against you. The blood of Jesus against you. Right there and then, I realized why certain people don't go to church. Certain people with certain spirit don't go to the church. But what I have done, I knelt beside the tent and I prayed for the reverend because I knew something had gone amiss. He was my favorite preacher and he is still my favorite preacher, right? I love how he dash it out straight. Then I realized the difference of the two spirits. I have learned a lot from that. It did not make me a worse person. It makes me identify the apparatus of man. Right? I've learned a lot from it. I've learned a lot from knowing and don't know. I learned a lot from true spirit, from untrue spirit. That one incident. So it was the university. The university. It was my day in the university to learn those things, right? And to know, I now have a clear look of what is happening in the churches. And I took the dance hall. Yes. And would you believe me? One session I can remember in Crossroads, right? One session I remember that I was put out of, and the person who did it did not live much longer. That's where I will leave it. The person that did it, he did not live much longer, right? Because I've run to the church for refuge. The church turned me away. I've run to the dance hall, right? I got a little more respect an acceptance from the dance hall, the nightclub, the rum bar. Right? More than I'm getting from the church. So I take the highways and the byways. Right? Find myself on the JUTC buses. I was put off the JUTC buses on several occasions preaching righteousness. I am one of those who kindled the administrators of the JUTC to ban preachers on the bus. Yes. And I think I've said this on a live before, but truth never stale. Right? Right? At that time, lots of rogue preachers, and they still are, lots of hustlers were on the buses. And may Lando, may your soul rest in peace. Right? Yes, may your soul rest in peace, Lando. Right? Blind Lando. I used to lead Lando on these buses. He now deceased, I think, over a year ago or so on. I have a mystery death. Yes. And you have others like Brother Troy, Patrick, and all of those, and Pastor Perry. Yes, we come up in that same period of time, right? Throwing out the gospel, and some others the same one there with the dildo incident. Yes, he was a part of that time too, very prominent on the buses. The one that they with the dildo incident and all of that, we all were together until the authorities for JUTC said no more preaching on the bus. Some people still do it, but I'm very obedient. So I go at the bus stops. Me not going at them bus. Right? I go where I have the right to. Right? And you will see me in the Spanish Town depot. Right? And don't ask if I don't go through hell. Right? I remember in the depot take a bus sometimes last year. Right? And because of what I was saying before I board the bus, the man can't go let me have right to Spanish Town police station. Yes, I was speaking against the alphabetical group and their practices. The driver go straight at the Spanish Town station, go let me have, go call the police. And the police come and manhandle me, say me nah come off, because me not do nothing. And one of the liar policeman said, how you do a fight police? Look at my face, how you thumb in on my face. Liar police. Me don't know if you're still alive, you know. Me don't know. Because so much I want to make to no demise for the wicked things we want to do to God's people. And when I don't get to no demise, you don't even know. Say them things they want to do. All that lie where you tell me that evening. Right? Say, me thump you in your face. Right? Swell up your face. Because you have no reason to taking me off the bus. But The only reason you have was a friend of the driver and a friend of his practices and a friend of what he was hearing that hurts him and a friend of the organization that he's supporting. That was the only reason. Right? So my dear brothers and sisters, my dear brothers and sisters, they are so much for God's people to go through, right? When you are pure, when you are clean, right? You have so much enemies around you. That's why Psalms 91, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadows of the Almighty. Right? I would say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in him will I trust. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that fleeth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noon day. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked, because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, my habitation. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwellings. For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and the other, the young lion and the dragon shalt thou trample under feet. Because he hath set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on a high, because he hath known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him and show him my salvation. And I took these 16 verses and built my church upon it. Psalms 91. I built my church, my belief, my revelation, my everything. I throw it around these Psalms. And it is that these Psalms that helps me to be the person who I am today. Right? Without the service of a religious group, the service of a four walls called the church, I found God through Psalms 91. I built my confidence, right? And Psalms 91. He said, he shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. Shalt thou trust. And if I should tell you, ever since I started to do that, I wear some soft bottom shoes, and I can count it 7 times. You have long pricks run up in my shoes, and when it was about to touch my flesh to give me lockjaw, it goes sideways. I can testify. Gunshot is gonna fire here, right? And when the angel said move, as I moved exactly where I moved from, they shot lodge. Right? 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 I can remember at Pasa Tivoli, right? When I go there to preach, to warn them about the dance that were created in Montego Bay called Dirty Wine, right? And a certain disc jockey were establishing it, right? And when the Lord sent me there to warn them about dirty wine, why you think dirty wine is a dance that you dance with your head, at your head? The dirty wine, giddy head. When you spin your head like this, you're giddy. That was opening the door for the madness in Jamaica. Up till now. Right? The giddy-headed people. Right? And when I go there to warn about dirty wine, I was confronted. No, they accept me first. Me singing the Baba and the fire burning. If the sign is on your door, then you'll be safe for sure. But if you are in pretense, you're on the wrong side of the fence. The thugs were with me singing that song. But as soon as I get in to the real meat of the matter, why I am there the Wednesday before the dirty wine, before Pasa, right? The Pasa is in the Wednesday night. I was there the morning, right? I didn't even know where Pasa keep. But the Lord said, go to Pasa and give them my message about the dance, the dirty wine. And he gave me all about dirty wine, where it derived from. It derived from the Giddy House in Port Royal, right? That's where the dirty wine is from. So when you spin your head like this, you must get giddy, right? In other words, you turn fool, right? Right? And the dance went on so till it started broke neck, right? Broke neck. And you remember the whole controversy of who originated and who this. yes, man, it reached right down to mad. We are mad out, right? That's where it is coming from, right? 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 But backtracking back to what happens at Pasa the morning, when I started to preach against the practices of dirty wine, I was confronted with a Glock wheeling man. And a matter of fact, he didn't have a Glock, for he didn't have a gun first. He comes over to me and he said, yo, sir, leave the place. Move fire, someone. And I said to him, sir, you didn't call me here, so you cannot move me. He said, you now move. I said, no, I'm not moving. Because I know if it was an ordinary person come here, you wouldn't come and tell him to move, because Madden is just up the road there. Madden would have to come for him. Right? And say, you now move, and him walk away. And I could see him coming from a distance with a gun in his hand. And when he reached up to me, he said, move on, yes, man. And instead, I think he was waiting for me to run. I won't tell you a story. But instead of running from him, I did not run from him when he has no gun. And now that he has the gun in his hand, I stepped forward to him because I was under the spirit and the guidance of Michael, Raphael, Uriel, Gabriel, Jopharel, Samael, and Zachariel. I was protected by those angels, right? And when instead of stepping back, I stepped forward to him and said, move from here, son, man. And I stepped even further to him on the second time. The third time he said that I was in his face in touching distance, right? And when he saw my determination, he dropped the gun in one of them soldier type pants he did have on. He dropped the gun inside of it and walked away. Then the warrior Michael said to me, go and get the gun because his hands is light. He cannot fire it. And when he turned around and saw me coming after him, he is the one that ran with the gun. Right? He ran as if I were the gunman, right? With the gun in his hand. I didn't tell him no, BC. I didn't tell him no. So then I can confess that it's not by might the Spirit works. It's by its power, its cleansiness, its truth. That's when the Spirit works for you, right? Right? And he ran away. And I watched him give away. He turned his back and go to a shop, and someone just pulled the gun out of his pocket and ran and move off in the shop with it. I said, I don't know where he turned from that. But me now lost it a bit. But the lost I lost it is for me to gain experience. And some know God work, some know the Spirit work. I took out my phone and I dialed 119. Right? And all it was doing was ringing. That this is an emergency number at an emergency case, right? No one comes to my rescue. I'm going to tell you why. Someone comes to my further demise. While I was there with the phone in at ears, I got a box from behind. A police call, boy. And it wasn't even a box, it was a thump. Boop! A police call, boy. Even the phone drops out of my hand in pieces on the ground. The impact of the thump that I got. Right? Wow. I felt the thump, but I stood there trying to put back the phone together. Now, I have a friend. I knew him we both of us were talking, friendly with two cousins, right? We born on the same month, date, and year. So we over the years we drink together. He was my best friend, but he joined the police force. He drove a van, and while I were out there at the region where Pasa keep, he used to station at that time at the city center police station. Right? There comes my good friend drove up. I said, oh yes. Oh yes. I will get my reward. Now here comes my police friend. Right? And when he saw me, he said, Reggie, where do you so? And I started to tell him the story. And he listens attentively. And I thought he was going to say, all right, come in the vehicle and make a... I just saw him, Mr. and step on the exile, and he turned around and look at me. Reggie, you know, which was to that, Tival, are you there? And he leave me standing there. Then I realized now that no man is going to help me. So I turned to God. And I lift up the phone and I said, you know something, God, forgive them, Lord, because they knew not what they have done. Right? And I said that 7 times. And I walked away. But walking away, I felt that my jawbone were not moving too right. Right? And I said, you know something? The safest thing for me to do, you know, is walk up a public. Right? And I started to go up at public, my journey. Then suddenly, it's like someone stopped me in the road. And a voice said to me, say, where you go? He said, where are you going? And the Spirit started to speak to me. He said, go back or do my work. He said, go back or do my work. Because I could make them kill you. So when people that tell me about spirit, who don't have to know a spirit like me, right? He said, I could have made them kill you. I remember listening to these sequences of events. The Warwick Hill incident, Tony Brown and George Flash riot. I was there in the midst. Nobody knew who I were, right? The Black Ants Lane, when there's 7 houses on called Samuda Boulevard are burned down and reprisals were planned. God sent me in the midst up there, right? Now, I didn't know called Samuda Boulevard. I did not know what political persuasion they under. But 3 weeks ago, before that, I buy a green shirt. And working at the RBTT bank at the time, on a Wednesday, one of the guard leave 3 o'clock, right? So I buy a green shirt a couple of weeks before, right? And I didn't wear it. And after I leave work, and the Lord said, go to Black Ants Lane, right? And just your presence will prevent the reprisal that is planned, right? And I go home and I try to put on my best suit. And I could not feel comfortable in them. I put on 7 shirts. And I have to take them off until I put on the green shirt. When I put on the green shirt, yes. And I inquired and I till I find called Samuda Boulevard. When I went there, everybody up there were in green. At that time, the army uniform were also green. Right? And when I reached there, the army just reached there. I just reached there, and everybody in green, nobody knows what I am about. And I started to hurl out the name of the Lord, and I were leading the procession because the army now fell behind me. Right? And I walk from the bottom of called Samuda Avenue, those who knows the avenue, right up to the top with the army behind me. Right? Right? I said that to say this. When I was stopped by the Spirit on North Street going to public, he said, the word was, I save you at Warwick Hill. I save you in Waterhouse. I save you and called Samuda Boulevard. You did not call the police. Why did you forsake me? You know what I did at Tivoli? Let down God. Right? Let down God. Did not stand on the premises and the trust. Right? Right? Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wing shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. I did not put my premises on God. And that's the reason why he said you put your trust in the corrupt police force. Right? While calling, that was I think Mark Shields were the acting commissioner at the time, or the commissioner thereabout, calling 119. Right? Right? And from that day, I learned to call upon God. So that's why I use the term, I use it as my university. Right? So you have to make your downfall be your upbringing. So I learned from there that it is God first and man second. God first and man second. Right? God is the ultimate. Now we have the force or entity, right? Wants you to bow down before them through the power of their material status, the office they hold. So when they find someone, or when they saw someone bisecting their governance and going to the governance, the true governance of the Almighty God, they're going to deem you unruly, as they did to Daniel. Right? When they asked, when the proclamation was signed that no one must pray to any other God but Nebuchadnezzar, Daniel said, no, me I pray to the official God, the God that made Nebuchadnezzar possible, right? The entity that made the space for Nebuchadnezzar, the entity that gives Nebuchadnezzar the power to do what he is doing. That's the power Daniel said he will be praying to. And I studied the book of Daniel, and I studied Daniel performance relying on God. He went into the lion's den, and the hungry lion belly full. Wow! The hungry lion belly full. The hungry lion jaw lock. Right? And I stepped out on the street. Right? With that level of determination. Right? From then on till now. So much atrocities. Right? So much victimization. So many accusation. I get name. Me say some breeder lie tell on this boy. Some breeder accusation hurl on this boy. that even me own pickney them, when them a go high school, right? They don't even want to acknowledge me as their father, right? Because they deem me as a madman. They said I am homosexual. They said I am everything that is bad. Very few said that's a man of God. All of the accusations were negative. Me had demons, me had this when I was making my transition. Right? Even my own children, them, right? Find myself, my own children, my family, right? Many nights I sleep under that little shed there across road under the clock. Many nights I have to journey over by Pete's there. That time top Marvel and bottom Marvel I exchange gunshot. We have to sleep between the gunshot and the little place there when we go there late at night time. Right? Hero Circle was a place that I have to go in the day and cool out under the tree to rest my legs, and sometimes down by the waterfront. Yes? Right. Late at night, I go down by the end, right? And I will wash out my one khaki pants. Right? I used to wear khaki and sometimes put it on half dry. I live nowhere. Right? Yeah. So it's not that I don't pay my footing. It's not that, right? I just get up and just rejoice. So yes, man. Yeah, man. You're right, man. We are coming to the authenticity of the power, Gozo power. The gozo power they are using that they receive from the fallen angel, right? It's the fallen angel power. That it is not the power of Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, Jopharel, Shamarel, and Zachariel. Yeah? No, those are not the angel. The angel they are using is Cocobel, Rutobel, and I don't even remember because there are so many to the seven archangels. Right? Remember, the fallen angels were those that were thrown out of heaven, and they came down headway. So that's why they came down here with a reversed attitude. Everything they do it back way. That is the reason why they were the controller of the giddy house, not to stay sober, but to giddy, right? Just to knock them out of their consciousness. That's what the gozo, the things like certain drugs, certain product that they use to get you out of your consciousness, right? Right? Now the spirit of Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, and the rest, they keep you into a sober mode, right? Right? You don't have to drink rum. You don't have to drink beer to get this. Although the two I mentioned, I drink them. Right? But I don't have to drink them to have the spirit or to ignite the spirit. The spirit always within me naturally. Right? Rum is medicine. Beer can use as a medicine too if you know how to take it. Right? Now, if you get the wisdom of Uriel, because Uriel is the one that's responsible for wisdom. Right? The books, they call him the book. Knowledge, right? And if you know the purposes of them all, Michael is the warrior, Gabriel is the messenger, Raphael is the healer, Jopharel is the one that deal with your love life, love, peace, harmony. Shamarel, Shamarel with the peace, Jopharel with your beauty, right? Your love, And Zachariah, the last one for forgiveness. So you have to have all 7 working for you, and all of them wants, all you required for them to work for you is purity, sanity, alkalinity, and transparency. Right? To give transparency, they just want you to be clean, move all their settingness out of you so they can work through you. Gabriel want to bring you the dream, right? That he found in Daniel. Daniel was pure, so he could have spoken to Daniel, tell Daniel what the king dream, and tell him the cause of the dream, explain the dream. It need transparency, right? So the reason why some of us are blocked, because we are not transparent. We are listen this, we are corroded. Listen this, we are corrupted. Now listen this, right? All those mean black. So our spiritual lens are blacked. So we are not clear to get the transparency. These angels need transparency in your life, right? You will be going to church, yes. You will join a particular religion, but you don't have the transparency for the archangels to work through you, right? Someone mentioned Guzo. Someone mentioned other powers, right? With other substances, right? Now, let me tell you something. We are black people. The strongest melanin, the strongest spirituality, right? We were the first, right? We get the best, right? We must deliver the best, right? Yes? We got the best. We were the first. But as we see what is happening now, we have been bartered and we have been sold out. Just like how you say, we sell out our airport, we sell out with this, we sell out with beach, we sell out with that, we sell out with soul to other nations, right? And we step back, other nations step forward and started to claim the power, the thing. But their power is not the natural power. They robbed our silver, robbed our gold, they capitalized on it, and now using what they robbed from us against us, starving us from the use of the money. We have been marginalized from it, right? Right? So they give us what they want to give us. That's why the EU can dictate to us even at this time, right? And give us the documents, say, sign it, say, man can go to man, woman can go to woman, and all the way that in that document, right? Right? The reason many people are lost is because they accept the lies of illusion. Then that corroded you, man. Lie is a thing that corroded you. Yeah? Lie is a thing that corroded you, you know. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, here you go. They were bought out from their true self, sir. Right? They were bought out to deny themselves. And all know it's still going on. Right? They were paid to be someone who they are. Look at the bleaching cream. Right? They were told that if them skin are white, they are not recognized. Come on, man. And they believe those illusions. Right? So they don't believe themselves. And from you now believe them and don't believe God. Don't believe yourself in yourself. then you're gonna be corroded. Gabriel not gonna able to reach you, right? Michael not gonna able to war for you, right? So you are left under the umbrella of the fallen angels, because it is, if it is not one, it's the other, right? So if you're not protected by the archangel, the fallen angels certainly gonna take over. If you're not voting JLP, PMP are gonna take over. Right? I saw it go. Right? So if we move from under the umbrella of the archangels, then are straight under the umbrella of the fallen angels today, right? And remember, the fallen angels practices is anti-clockwise. We could say the Antichrist, right? The fallen angels, because there's a distinction how the fallen angels and the archangels work. The fallen angels work anti-clockwise. They go the other way. That's why they were the master of the Giddy House dance, right? And the Mad Out song, right? Because soberness is the opposite to mad out, to giddy headed, right? Consciousness, right? So their spirit goes anti-clockwise, while the archangel spirit is going clockwise. This way. The others go this way. And that is the spirit, the one that going anti-clockwise. This is the one they are now following most of all. Here. You don't know why I'm chat now? You don't know why I'm chat. Whenever time you hear two sisters, two Flavor Christmas here, two sisters talking, and you hear them call them one another brother, no go come. Don't go come. For you hear a woman refer to a woman as brother, don't go come. Don't even have a second thought. And them that. From your ear, the man, them don't want to name king, but accept the name dog. No go come. And them that. For they do not want to name king. Right? Yes, Flavor Chris. They do not want to name king. But if you say king, which part me find Woolworth? How we are called king? Batty boy. You may look like king to you. But if I did just said, yo dog, which part me find Woolworth? It's a general around there, so you know. Right? Just go around this one, go around this, so you know. Right? So this spirit, the fallen angel spirit, allow them to go the other way, the opposite way of righteousness, because it was the same thing why they fall out with the original spirit, because they want to go their own way. So they were given the chance to go where they want to go on earth, to apply their trade down here who they can deceive. And they have deceived many, right? Many they have deceived. Even one time they have me as their supervisor. Right? Right? If I say what up, my God, you good? How would that look? You're God. You're God. I would have to really know the termination of GAD. God. That is the word I would have to know, because it's a descriptive word. If I say, what's up, me God, right? Now, what's up, me dog, right? Where I would have known that you're referring to a four-footed beast, right? Right? So, give me a definition of the GAD. I realize that one of the 12 tribe of Israel. You know, and I could say, based on that God would be, yes, a better name than dog. Based on the naming of the 12 tribe of Israel, Naphtali, Gad, you know, yes, that would be a better description of the people, right? As the Spirit opens my vocab, right? But oftenly they do not want those names. You have to call them name like killer, right? Not biller. You have to call them a destructive name. God make man in his own image. Not helping me now. Right? Right? That will help me now. Because I think I passed that levels. Right? I don't think, well, you can type that to those whom, you know. Well, I'm really taking the conversation higher than that levels right now. Because we know that. We've been told that from school days and all of them things. We are trying to see if we can reach where the people have not reach. Right? Right? The terms that they are using. Come on now, let's reason with me. True truth, right? We're gonna reason now, right? They like to hear yes man, then that is exactly what I'm saying. The opposite. They don't want to be good, bad man, right? Bad man, Waterhouse badness, where them I say, yeah, right? Badness. I saw a girl were doing on TikTok a earthquake song, right? And the woman had dash it right, you know, right? The lyrics of the earthquake song. And in the people's response, you know what they tell a girl? Girl, you're bad. And you see some B-A-D-D-D-D-D-D, which is wrong. Wrong. The girl is not bad. She's a good lyricist, right? So you cannot call bad good and good bad. That's what making the trouble. Now, those men down by Sodom, seeing the rectum as the whole to procreate, that brings no children. So they are apart. They are also abortion themselves, right? And they are also birth control. Them are 2 in 1, right? Because their substances is going where they cannot reproduce. They are sick. They are mad. Those are bad men. Those are bad men. Those are the people you call bad man, right? So in some of the terms, when people, like the song said, bad girl love bad man, right? Yes, they love the bad man because the bad man do the things to get their value the bad way, and that is what they want. So it is the clash of the titan. The bad man and the bad girl join together. Then you will hear after a time one of them missing. None of them not glisten, right? Because it is too bad that's joined together. None to teach the other good, right? Because both are under the operations of the fallen angels. Right? Right? I saw a video that they were cleaning out, I think the name, it didn't say, an entertainment complex in Portmore. And a skull were discovered because, probably it's quite sometimes nothing has been kept there, right? But in doing so, a skull was found. So we will hear more about that in later news, leading up to the festive season celebration, right? Or they will just sweep that under the carpet for Grand Rising, my brother, for the benefit of attendance, right? And to avoid certain shadows from going over the venue, right? Right? It is too bad that meat. Look what happens down by Grange Hill with the sister and the brother. Badness versus badness, right? And when badness versus badness, the result can only be bad, right? Right? The only result you get from badness versus badness, right, is badness, bad news, right? Now the mother, she was caught in saying, yes, the Moody's, right? They were saying there that she weren't surprised of or what becomes of her daughter, because she had identified the bad attitude that she has developed, right? So it is badness that versus badness. Jesus, Father, take your time, Tychicus. If the fire is blazing, you cannot add more fuel to the fire. So the fire truck used the water to cool the fire. He did not use more fire to get out the fire, right? You understand? Right? So badness, bad man, bad girl love fuck rat bat. You hear all them song there? Eh? Remember all them song there? Yeah. Bad man love fuck rat bat. Right? Bad girl love fuck rat bat. Is a clash. Now the rat bat is known as the dunce bat. Dunce like bat. Why? Because they will see the wall or them blind, then just lick up in it, blam, and kill themselves. Yes. Rat bat. Yeah. Yeah. So can you imagine if two rat bat procreate and bring children? No light. Yeah. Yeah. Can you imagine? Yeah. If two rat bat procreate, no further darkness we are going on, right? There is none with a little light to spear through the darkness, right? That is the result of where we are today, right? The result of where we are today, right? And until darkness, until we realize that we must do the things to garner the spirit of Gabriel, which is light, the spirit of Uriel, which is light, the spirit of Michael, which is light, the spirit of Jopharel, Raphael, Shamarel, and Zachariel. They are all the spirit of light. Those bring you to your consciousness when you harbor those spirits around you, right? You're going to a prostitute room, or you're going to a room with a prostitute, the first thing she tell you, to lock off your light. Oh, you love light, so. Woo! The second thing she do, when she's taking off her underwear, she turn her back gear. Because the vagina is the light. The vagina is the light. The vagina is the life. Right? She not in her life, not her light. So she turn her back and bend over. Give it to your back way. Right? Because she not in her light thing. Your eyes are the light. She not in a lighting with you. Right? Right? She not in a lighting with you at all. Darkness. Right? Me inner with you. Turn off the light them. Take you back where. Right? Yeah. Yeah. No, missionary. No, you're mad. You're crazy. Eh? She don't want that because she don't desire you. She don't loves you. She don't respect you. Right? She's actually insulting you. She's not focusing on you. Right? All she's focusing on the money and the attitude. See, this is what the attitude is saying. Broke and come off. Broke and come off. Broke and come off. Broke and come off. That's the attitude around there. Me case now, and when you not come fast enough, and say, Mr. D, me have a client out saying a wife, yeah, look. And you take drugs, right? All those disrespect hurled at you because she has no remorse for you, right? She hide her face, her beauty and her charm. She hide it from you, right? The breast is her beauty. The smile, the look on her face when you're inside of her. She don't want you to see that. That is why they relishes backshot. Because they are not truthful to what they are doing. It's a similar thing. It's a similar thing to a man that go on the street or go and accept a woman with this whole lot of makeup, fuzz here, everything about her is fuzz, and believe you me, that man is looking for a perfect woman. her appearance to you is false. That is on the outside, right? Now you're gonna look at a woman that wear false ear, false fingernail, false bottom, false breast, false this. And when you take up that individual and that individual started to show her falseness from inside, Tell me now. So where does the falseness comes from? To put on the false fingernail, the thoughts comes from within, right? Those false thoughts, those thoughts that telling her that her own is not looking good, comes from within. The spirit that is within her, the spirit that she harbored, right? So you are going to see this woman with this whole heap of makeup and run gone and can talk about beautiful girl, man. When I see the girl nice with a whole lot of false fandangles, right? Right? How are you going to get a good relationship with an individual like that? Right? And she's showing you that I am not real. The first thing she show you, that I am not a real girl. I am not a real person. I endorse falsehood. Yeah. So you have no one to blame. It's because you do not know it, right? And when I started to say backshot is insult, Lord Jesus, the whole world come down upon me. And I still adamant that I will not accept an insult for no invitation, right? Insult is insult. Invitation is invitation. Right? So I confronted you. Confront. Right? Mean the positive. I cannot turn my back. Speaking through the camera here now, the camera of the phone. If I turn my back, you would be viewing my back. I would be insulting you. I'm not able to see that. Great job. You have gone live for 90 minutes. Don't forget to take a break. Turning, I have no eyes behind me to see that. Right? So why then would I want to turn my back when I am procreating to make life? Unless I want to bring a child that is blind. Spiritually, may not blind physically, but spiritually blind. Right? Because I got you, I impregnate you when you turn your back to me. I impregnate you while you were insulting me. Right? So that child must come insulted. And sometimes the first person they insult is their parents. That's how they were got. Right? This is depth I'm speaking, This is not for the shallow-minded people. That's why I have programs like this at the time of the morning. Right? When I know the shallow-minded then tired, right? And real people who want to hear truth, right? Real people who know that 3 o'clock in the morning, the angels, Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, Jophael, Shamael, and Zachariel, knew that it is this time they parade, right? It is this time they up, this time they prayed, this time they make their petitions, right? Right? So I choose to have my life this time when most of those, what you call them now, imposters are asleep. And these distractors, right? Sometimes they come on your life and want to change the course you are on, right? Because the fire that you are burning is too hot for them, right? So they come and you see they come in the comment section and they started to type something out of the line of what you are saying, right? So I recognize them, right? And pay them no attention, right? Yes. The wisdom teaches me all these things, right? When I leave school, I could not read and write, right? So I have to big up wisdom, right? And I did not go to any learning institution apart from I learned it in the street. Remember me tell you, several nights me spent on the street, right? Several nights, a cold ground was my bed, right? Right? Yes. And that I didn't have family, But family also did neglect me and reject me. Thank God it's not so again. Right? They all come to realize who I am. And I am now accepted by my family and some of my friends. Right? Yeah, I have friends that write me off. Family that write me off. Right? But now they see the real value, the real me, right? The me of truth, the me of sanity, the me of respect. I can be very disrespectful because I also knew it, right? But I am jack of all trade and master of versatility. I am very versatile. You can see me reading the Bible. Now you see me in the next 15 minutes in the dance hall. See me in the club. Right? Versatility is what it takes. Right? When you are versatile. Right? This minute the breeze blow. I born October. And it is the only month that had rain and sunshine at the same time. To show you how versatile I am. I represent the rooster, right? And that's the reason why I have to be here crowing at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, right? Right? I cannot do nothing more than what nature wants me to do. I am a perfect example to what nature wants me to do. I am here to inform you. It is the light of day, so I represent the light under the guidance of Gabriel, Michael, Raphael, Uriel, Jopharel, Shamarel, and Zachariel. Right? I'm here to give you the light. So I could have never support Fully Done Stop. I was the first one who started to echo out that sound against Fully Done and said, I am not fully done. I will not accept that. I'm fully bright. Right? I am fully bright. And I saw someone text earlier on, I don't know if it was truthful, who was saying that they are comfortable in their illusions. Yes. Right? They are comfortable in, and I refuse to be comfortable. So I seek, right? I seek and I've tried to find out, right? I don't take things for granted. I try to have a source, seek out the source that I go to when I want knowledge, right? Hello, you cannot do a business and don't check out your feasibility, how feasible the business will be. Right? Then it won't make sense. Right? You cannot plant your garden and don't clean the soil. Right? Don't prepare it. Right? So in everything you're doing, you have to prepare. Right? Watch out. I saw a man broke a shop. And the first thing him do when he broke the shop and go in there, he mashed the bulb them. Lick out the whole of the light bulb. And in the darkness. And can't see with the thief. Right? Can't see with the thief. Him up now use a lighter for thief when my thief and catch a place of fire. You see how stupid it is? Right? He hate light so much that the first thing when he do when him going to destroy the light that will help him to see when he want the thief. Right? And I saw them people at work. right now. That's the type of mentality you're getting from these people here today. They damage the good things around them. Right? And I often teases them when I saw them on the street. And I said to them, sir, just look at your life as the deck of cards. And you get a deck and look for the first thing where you search for, the joker. And the joker, first thing you search for. And when you search for the joker, the first thing, you're making it known that the joker is much more important more than the jack and the king and the queen. Right? So you left the king and the queens and taking the jokers. Right? Yes. Using the deck of cards. You buy a brand new deck. Right? And the first thing you look for, you make the joker more important than the king and the queen were in the deck. That is what you are doing today. Male and female. Male are leaving the good shiny bump here girls, them out. The natural color girls, them. The one that have their natural hair and style their natural hair. The one that swan no long hair, right? Right? But grow their natural hair, right? The girls are looking for the man that drink the molly before sex, or or whatsoever, get him intoxicated, let him abnormal, right? And them the man that they call Don King, right? The abnormal individual, right? The abnormal individual. But if you just go natural, like me, natural hair, natural everything, right? Me no have on a chain, me no have on a not at all, me just natural, right? No man, I idiot that man. You know say I idiot that. You know say I idiot boy that. Hmm? When you see the girls them and the girls them not have on the fars here, you say the girl no hot man, no hot girl, that is a hot girl me want man. You go out there now and say the hot girl go and burn you though. Right? You have to prepare to take the burn. And when the hot girl start burn you with price for your hair, price for your breast, price for your body, price for your nails, you started to bawl. When are you not possessed with more sense? Yeah? Are you not possessed with more sense, you know? We see the fire and jump in it. We see falsehood and jump in it. Right? Now the one who is natural, not going to send you to Dominican Republic to buy a battery. Right? To buy breasts. No. The natural one wait until nature grows it. So it saves the money in your pocket for the relationship. Right? That can build you and your family. Right? And if sickness comes around, the money is there. Right? And it doesn't spend unnecessary and her breast that she can grow. Right? Her buttocks that she can use to buy the food to improve her texture. Right? Right? Instead of going to buy the artificial one. Right? But those girls who are natural, the man them just pass them by. Pass them by. It's the lookable. But if you check out the beauty inside, where it matters most, go chat to one of them girl there, man. Right? Go chat to one of them girl there. And go find how that tight them is. Because no only man now run them down. Right? Find out how enjoyable them is, man. When you comparing to the hot girl, Tom, Dick, Harry, we can go on again. Tom, Dick, Harry, Peter, John, everybody want a piece of the hotness. Nobody no want a piece of the coldness. Go take one of the cold girl. And say, if you don't get a better bed use out her, better pot use out her, right? Cause they come in when she hot all the water give you, she don't even probably have to put sugar in it. The way her system, her spirituality, her purity, her sanity, right? Cleanse that water for you. That once she touched the bucket, the water is sweet, right? Right? You're running for these girls with the long fingernail, right? Hot girls, right? You're running for. And when they turn up the stove on you, right, you started to complain, say the heat upon you, and you start calling them all kind of name, right? Right? After them give you a picnic, you start calling them dirty man, worthless man. But indeed they are, because they should have recognized you before he got into you. So that it say you fast, you're not real. The same thing applies to the men. So I'm not talking it one side, I'm talking it both sides. Right? So that's why I mentioned, say, you prepare the ground first. Right? Right? Interview before intercourse. Right? Take time to know him or her. Right? Talk to him or her. Listen how she's coming or he's coming from inside. Right? But Uno totally negates that. I wanna duck on the outside, big body girl, big ass girl, and them ass to me love, right? You don't check to see if a Dominican Republic the ass comes from, or the caramel dumpling, right? Right? You don't look to see, right? You only see big ass, right? And today you will see big ass, and tomorrow them take it off, right? So you know, say, so the ass changes, I saw her mind changes. So in less than no time, she got tired of you. When she tired of that size body there, she take you off. When she tired of you, she left you in the house with your penis pumping, and she is outside jumping. Yes? But who you gonna blame? No, on several occasions, no fall in the trap. No found them behind bars. Right? For no own mistake. When you fail to understand. Right? For no own mistake. And when you're there behind bars, you say, what? It's not worth it. Me should do this. Because she not worth it. The girl there with me, and there with Paul, and there with this, and there with that. She not worth it for me give up my freedom and my sex life. Is she? It makes you go on, man. Sure. Me upset, we don't know. It makes you go on. You're going to take her life. end your sexual career unless you are going to jail. Go convert, because in jail you have to prepare to take it, right? Because you have no alternative. But if them say take it, you have to take it, you have to take it. You don't have no alternative. But when you do silly things like those to put yourself in that position, then you have no one to blame but yourself, right? Because you did not think before you act. You act and then you think. You go behind the prison wall, go reflect on the nice fat girls in their bikini over by Elsha, right? Puerto Rico. I stay by Puerto Rico and Elsha, and I reflect what life is like in the prison. That's what Gabriel, Michael, Raphael, and Uriel has done to me. I stay on the outside and imagine how awful it would have been behind bars, without a fridge, without a TV, without a pussy, right? For 35 years. So I stay outside and reflect of the life behind bars. I don't go behind bars and go reflect on the life outer road. Wrong move. Josie Wheel, where you there? Wrong move, wrong move. Now make no wrong move. Those moves are wrong move. Look before you leap. Think before you answer. Make sure. Right? Right? I hope this pep talk is doing a great deal to you this morning. Right? Yeah. You think. Don't go to jail. Sometimes I walk away many a times. I swallow my pride. Like me tell you, say, then kick me down enough time at home. I talk about I love pussy. And in truth and in fact, I'm attacked on several occasions by a man who loved the other whole. Several times. I come under attack by girls who doesn't respect penis, but respect the artificial penis, right? The sex toy. And I come under attack several times, like Daniel in the lion's den, like the 3 Hebrew boys, like Joseph were cast into the pit, right? I move in the street because it's a mix-up street. You have some girls who doesn't want the live penis. Don't introduce that to them. They want a dildo or a cucumber. Right? And when you open the reality to them of what the repercussion is going to be using the cucumber and the dildo, their guilt, right? They'd rather not to hear more than to hear that those toys only give them radiation. And a lot of them knew that it bring down certain sickness on them, right? A lot of them knew, but they are so conceited, right? That sometimes not even conceited. Sometimes they don't want to memorize it. And so it is still conceited that when I am talking the truth about it, before they help me to say, girls, don't go that way because I have gone that way and this is what happened to me, them prefer to cuss me Yes. More than just to say, yes, I threw him a talk. Because it happens to me when I put these sex toy in my vagina. I have to visit the gynecologist so regular, and I have to spend excessive money used in these sex toys. But when I use the natural man's penis, I don't have to go through these problems. I feel much more relieved after sex. After the dildo, after the sex toy, you still want sex because you still want the comfort of the man's arm, right? The dildo don't have an arm, the warmness of the man's body, right? The sex toy don't have that, the cucumbers don't have that, right? You need that connection. The sex toy don't have that, the cucumbers don't have that. So you need that. Right? Even if you brutalize your vagina with that sex toy, you're going to still need TLC, tender loving care. You're going to still horny, right? Yes, you're going to still short of something, right? But when you take the live man inside of you, circling the dome of your vagina, stimulating you, not irritating you, a sex toy cannot stimulate you. It can only irritate you. But being as you're under the governance of the fallen angel, you call irritation stimulation. You call irritation stimulation. You call life death and death life. You call good bad and bad good. You call front back and back front. Yes. And when you're under the guidance and the governance of the fallen angels, you turn everything around. '18th day of December, 4:35 in the morning. Right? This is when the spirit is high in me. Many now is fast asleep. I'm up with my angels. Gabriel, Michael, Raphael, Uriel, Jophael, Samael, and Zachariel. We are up and we are giving it to who want it. Right? We are giving it to who respect it. Yeah. The time has come. The time has come when we have to look to the positive energy. Right? We have to be more positive in what we are doing, in what we are saying. Like I said to you, right? I'm looking straight in the camera. I'm focusing and my screen. This is the way human being must mate. Folk. The word folk. Me I go folk means you are going to focus. You are going to focus. Now you cannot turn your neck back to me and call that focus. That's not focus. Now you will have to turn to me as you're doing in the camera there now, and you're focusing on me. I am building me in you. Right? Because that's what sex is about, you know. Sex is for pleasure when you're old and production when you're young. pleasure when you're old. Right? Now, after a certain time, you don't want any more children. So, sex that time is for just mere pleasure. And not only pleasure too, medicine. Because sex is the best medicine for the body. Sex is much more effective than any aspirin or a penicillin. Sex. Right sex, true sex, clean sex. Yeah. A remedy for the body. Right? The older you're getting, the more sex you should be having to keep your body fit, to keep your body firm, to keep your body young. Right? Yeah. When you're young, you're looking to produce your child. How uncomfortable it is as a young girl, don't get any child. The more call you skull belly, the more call you mule. Right? The man, they might go mouth them, come off of the now fuck chuck. Right? You're the pan the now fuck chuck. Because if you did a fuck, you then get pickney. Right? So all those things when you are young, right? Right? The Bible said, young man, I call upon you because you are strong. Right? That's the time you get your children. Right? You produce. When you pass 50 and go up, sex is for medicine and pleasure. Right? To keep your body. If you think that sex is not a medicine, just leave your work one day and you have somebody to sex with, and the Chinaman walk out your backside, right? And you have a real God man in your house, and you just open up that and give and see how fast the tiredness gone, how bouncy you return back to work, right? Yes, you just opening up and exercise all of your muscles, right? Don't stay there dead under the tiredness. Curl your body to every corner he takes with you, right? Throw it right, throw it left, right? Dash it out and see how fit you becomes in a quick session. You don't even remember that the Chinaman worked, they tired you out, right? But you come home with your tired self, broke in your bed, lock it up. The morning you wake up tired, same way. Right? You need the medicine in you. Now, me not talk about no man where I go prevent you from get the medicine, you know, by putting on a plastic. The medicine is in the semen, right? Is in the semen. So no hackle, you don't want to hackle your body. It is to ignite that medicine from your back. That's why that's why you are the one, you know. And you are the one who get out the medicine out of the man, you know, by your twisting and your turning, you know, right? And you bring it to that point for the medicine to unleash in you, right? Right? So you work it until the medicine flow in you. You get the injection in your middle section, right? And that is all you want. When you go to the Chinaman work the next day, you're bouncing, you're happy, you're joyful, you're peaceful. You are able to do the work properly. If I study at the university, I the same thing. Right? Are the same thing you buck up. What they say, buck up in the right thing. Right? Right? If you have study at the university, right? If you have study, can't take your call now. You have study on the in the university, right? And there's a project or a subject that you cannot manage, and you have your partner just go open up. Just go and open up, right? And have a good session of nice, clean sex and see if everything no open up in your mind. All that were challenging, you would have erased them by that one good sex session. Jackie, good morning. I want this me buck up in us so early, right? I want to tell you something, Jackie. If it is now 4:43 in the morning, and if you have the privilege of a man beside you, right? You want to understand what I was saying? Just remove all that silky clothes you have on and just touch him and said, it's time for action. I'm going to check to see if what I heard Tychicus is saying this morning is true. Worked my body now. So you can excuse the live and go and do that and come back if you wish, right? Yes. Yes. Just go and check to see if what you buck up in this morning is real. Good morning, Doctor of Love. Real talk. I thank you for the Hannah, but you won't see me with a PhD because my head is not permanently damaged. I'm just a doctor of love. And I have nothing to show. So they buried me alive. Me broke it down already. No, that's where you go wrong. That's where you go wrong, Jackie. That's where you go wrong. You know, if you broke it down, that's destruction. Right? You have to build it up. It's a matter of building up your courage, building up your strength. You can't use the negative in sex. Sex don't break down nothing. Sex build you up. If you should get pregnant now and reduced your amount, your numbers is add to it. So all you get down. All you get down. You must said, me build up that already, not broke it down. Sex is not destruction. Yes, you do it already. You don't broke it down. I'm a fuck already. Right? Because fuck means focus. Me focus on that already. Right? Yeah. I focus on that already. But if you turn your back and hold on pan the bed, I really broke down the bed, you know. And the sex you have. If I the fridge you hold on pan and man you broke down, you know. And you have broke down yourself, so you could be right. I would advise you to go back in bed, go have a good sex, because you learned how to have sex now. Right? No, me can't use certain language on TikTok. Well, I agree with you. You can't say me focus, because focus is, me focus, me we understand. Because me is the master of words. So then how you think would I know say, that is a shortening it? The word if you focus means to focus. And you focus with the eyes. So your eyes and my eyes, for instance, we are focusing now on the screen. This is not a sexual contact. Now, a sexual contact, we connect both organs together and we focus together. Your breast in my chest, come on. Picture this. Me and you are focused now. Your forehead touch my forehead. Your nose touch my nose. Your lips touch my lips. Your breast touch my chest. Your belly touch my belly. My navel touch your navel. My penis touching your vagina. That's focus. That's focus. That's how you focus. Now we roll it, we mold it, and we scroll it in one motion, right? You are not going faster than I am. I am not going faster than you. Now the four grinds comes together. Your two grind down here and mine. And all four must be working in unison. Unitedly, we both catch the chemistry of our one another and we roll it. Now that is far different from the man going behind and horizontally slamming you like this all the way. That's a different rotation, right? Completely different sensation, right? That's completely different. You understand me? But a lot of you, as I was saying, you are young, you are inexperienced, and your partner is equally young and equally inexperienced. You know not, he knows not, or she knows not. You probably not an explorer or someone who are adventurous, because it's not every man or youth is adventurous to seek out much more than what the ordinary people are doing. Turn back way, girl. Turn back way, girl. Ram. Turn back way, girl. Turn back way, girl. Because that is all the songs are saying you are to do. Right? The only one that sings some different type of song more time, people like Dexter Daps. Right? Vibes Cartel in his days. Looking at the sky, looking at the sky. Right? And telling you about the helicopter crash landing. Right? Open at the sky, and it give you a rotary. Open at the sky, set you up in the upright position. Yes, all those things are adventurous. So in sex, you try some of those and left out. Turn back way, girl. Turn back way. That is all you've been doing. Room ram, one jam, room ram, jam. Right? There's nothing rotary about it. So there are times sex becomes stale and distastable. The one motion. But they kill you, girl. Long time for can't come, girl. Can't come give me, girl. Ram out that. Right? That sort of sex doesn't give you the medicine for your body. You got the remedy for your body and the remedy for your soul. Like, and your body make you treat you like a tree, you know. Yes, all those shabarangs things, right? That's the remedy for your body, right? You want your body to be remedied, but a lot of you don't have sex or see sex as remedy. You see sex as a money-making thing, right? You have sex to remedy your body. The more you have sex is the less you go to doctor, right? the less you sick, the more you have sex. Sex is remedy for your body, right? And like I said again, me not attack the sex when not remedy in your body. Like you describe it as broke it down. The sex that we have broke it down. Broke down the bed, broke down your morals, broke down your relationship. No, sex must always build you up. Anytime you done sex, you must feel bouncy, you must feel joyful, you must feel light, you must feel glad, not sad. Right? You will have sex with a man today, this minute, and you just dying for him come to a climax and come off because your body's here with me, but your mind is on the other side of town. Your mind never did it. So you are not able to come. No, you don't come because your mind not did it. Your mind is on the other side of town. But you need to focus on the person that is inside of you, right? Although him is inside of you, you're not focusing on him because your mind is on Charles and someone whom you really probably desired more than him. But because of the opportunity, probably the Lexus, the Benz, is inside of you, and every time he's inside of you, you have your thing about Charles over Port Royal. Yeah. So that caused discrepancy in your relationship. Right? Yeah. That make your relationship cannot work. That bring fuss, that bring fight till it reach onto domestic violence. Right? So what is the remedy for that then? Someone should ask. The remedy for that, love the person for a reason, that only and sole a reason must be love. Right? Don't allow a man to have sex with you unless you rate him. You have to rate him first, then you love him. Remember that, young girls. And I watch me tonight, this morning. The ratings have to come before the love. Right? But guess what? To stop the ratings? Right at the money spending. Right? And money, you rate another man. Right? Because you don't even know if the man can satisfy you sexually. If you rate him. So you rate the man's money, pocket, right? His material values, right? You now have to rate what he can bring to you as a woman, right? To make both of you coordinate together, right? Apart from the material values, right? Look at how that individual, right, can teaches you something. Like Queen of Sheba, Solomon, right? Right? Look at what that individual can teaches you, right? To rate you, to make you be a better person. I'm quite sure after this live here tonight, a lot of you young people going to be a better person. You're going to be more adventurous in your sex, in your sex habit, right? Yes. You're going to now try things apart from the turn back way. There are many other positions. The womb turner, right? The helicopter crash landing, the wheelbarrows, right? All of those positions that the eye contact is making. Try some of them, right? Try some of them, right? Younger girls try an older man. Older man try a younger girl, right? Do the matching up that way, right? And be adventurous. Learn, get one another experience, right? Right? Because I know a lot of you young girls are suffering right now in your bed. A lot of you young girls are suffering right now. Well, want, as being man would say, a proper fix. Well, your body in need of a proper fix. But you're certainly not getting it. Because you call back, front and front, back. You call good, bad, and bad, good. So when the man hackle your body and distort you and make you say you get a proper fix. No. When you get a proper fix, you're relaxed, you're calm, you're transparent, you're light, right? Yes, that's when you know you get a proper fix. It's not when your vagina been battered or bruised, right? Not even the rug, even the water will hurt it up. No, that's not proper fix. That's an improper fix, right? That's irritation, not stimulation. That's vengeance, that's not romance. A lot of you think that your vagina has to be battered, bruised up. Then you say, yes, I get a piece of what's it not last night, what you call pizza. And tomorrow, the gynecologist is waiting to take your money. Yes? The gynecologist is waiting on you. Right? But you get proper fix. Right? Yeah? Well, as light and as silky as the underwear is, it cannot touch the surface of the vagina. You're feeling pain, right? After the man done brutalize you, you're calling it proper fix, right? Right? And the real man out there, ready to give you some good loving, not getting the opportunity probably of his status. But the real man out there can make you choo-choo like a train, right? Can make you shake like the earthquake, not getting the opportunity. And you lie there, right? You lie there for years under the sexual brutality that you call in proper fix. And every 2 weeks, gynecologist. Yeah. Gynecologist. Has to be patching here, patching there. Right? Yeah. Yes. I urges you to get wise. You can follow me if you want, right? Not forcing anybody to. But you see that channel there? And knowledge, it defend, love, and I would want everybody to have the knowledge how to secure themselves. Like I said, rate a man before you sex a man. Rate a girl before you sex a girl. Right? Don't love the person because I don't love your love. You must rate the person. Right? No rating money, no rating house, no rating car. Rating those things is not rating the person. Right? It's how the person can make you feel. Right? How he can make you feel without even touching you. Right? The things he do, the things he says, how he ignites your mind. Right? Then you started to rate that person. And where that negates, that will negate looks and falsehood. Right? So now, once you rate the person from within, then you no matter how him look or how she look, because you rate the person. And by rating the person, you may eventually goes on to like the person, and then you love the person. So it's a process, right? No, but if you just see this person today, boom bam, money pan TikTok, and you're gone a Westmoreland, and the person you go to, and the money you go for. You don't know if you don't know who this person is, And when you reach Westmoreland, try to find out who the person is, All you want is the money where you left town, go for Westmoreland. So you don't even thinking about rating this person. Right? Now, if this person really means you no good, him bring out all the artilleries in him for you started to rate him. Right? But you not treat this woman good to make she rate you. Right? All you do, you room rammer and you get her a package probably less than what you bargain for. She not rate you. You have to go scam her again to get her back. A scam, you have to go scam her now to get her back. Right? So the first thing you do, you make the person rates you. Right? Do something like, I'm here now. And I heard somebody saying, right now, he's sitting here looking at me. Why? I wish me did have somebody to tell me them things a long time, or else such thing, me a such man, such man stay, and I threw him a talk. So you rated my conversation. You rated my life. So you either say me have to go follow you, because me have to hear where you have to say, right? So me have to tap the screen so I'm going to give you some likes, right? Right? And you say, yes man, we rate him, well, him life goal, a money gone, all right, me have to send him two papers, right? That's how you rate the person. That's when you rate the person, knowing that you're getting something of value from the person. So you rate the person. Right? Right? Goodness gracious. So we must learn all this. I trust you to learn these things, right? For me, it's just a pleasure, right? Bringing it to you once I see that you appreciated it, you rated it. It is a pleasure. I will go to the depth to bring the best out of me once I see you rated it. Because one thing I love when you are knowledgeable. Yes. Once I found out that there is some level of true intelligence in you, right? I started to rate you from then. And from then, there's nothing that is too good that I have that I would have never give to you once I rated you. So the first thing, you make me rate you. Yeah. Let me put you on a pedestal. Let me put you on top shelf. Right? Let me rate you. Let me rate you before me even know how you can turn it for earn it. Right? Make me imagine you from how I rate you. Let my expectations swirl to the ice that your quality, when that time comes around, I can say, oh yes, it worth it. I just want to remind you, you have lots today in this world, in this day and age. The internet becomes a marketplace for sex and relationship and all of that. It has its good and it has its bad. So does everything in the world. But the risk that internet relationship brings is very, very high. Seeing you behind the silver lining is different from seeing you naturally. And one of the ways that the body has been sold on the internet is sending particular pics of your body, and that goes through the silver lining. And the silver lining, well, what you'd call it now, effects. The effects of the camera, the lens of the camera. It can make so much difference in the real thing, the makeup thing. Yeah, the makeup of the cameras. They call it effects. For instance, you send a pic of your vagina to an individual in Massachusetts. And the pic that you sent through the silver lining, looking so attractive, that I said, wow, for instance, I don't possess with much intelligence, because there are plenty men who have more money, more than sense. Right? Suppose I'm one of them. I said, wow, this look pretty. And you started to imagine yourself into that nice shaven, nice pretty pumps. I'm gonna invest some money, you know. Why won't she hold it for me? Right? I'm going to convince her. So you want 500,000. I'm send it off. Why? When would love for the pump say pretty no backside. Fat. Right? You even start build our house. Cause you're convinced, as Shabba said, pay down pan it. You are pay down pan it. Cause the way all it pretty. Right? You planned, I planned my vacation. Amounted up to $3 million, $5 million. Just giving a figure for my vacation. Come have it, you know. And visited you. Yes. I saw where you spend the money. Yes. I saw the car you bought. Yes. Right? But remember, me don't know how you feel. I only see a picture of your vagina. Right? Now I got the chance. Your breast is not the same thing I saw, neither your breath. Your breath and your breast is not what I anticipate, because I could not smell your breath through the through the photo, through the pic. I could not see everything of your breast or your body. And exploring some more to the point of your romantic ability, right? Well, a little of that could have seen, or you could have acted that, but without entering the mainstream, right? This is the first time you're gonna able to enter the mainstream. The reason for this all, the reason for this great investment, right? Right? Mighty God.